Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining this second edition to 5 Minutes of Success. We started this edition last year. This year the success was really huge. We received 500 different applications, and we selected the 5 top-notch startups. This session will be hosted by myself along with Claire from BeAngels. The rules are quite simple. They can pitch 5 minutes of the project, and then investors, professional investors in front of us.
No, they can, because of the
they
the headsets.
If they headset. Oh.
Infrared technology.
And then they interact each other, and then they have to decide at the end if they're gonna want to move forward to collect more information and maybe invest through BeAngels network. Claire?
Thank you, Alessandro. Thank you so much for joining in. I hope you are all really beefed up for this session. Can I get a bit of energy? Maybe some clapping to, yeah? Okay.
To support.
Thank you. That's the spirit. Thank you so much. So I'm Claire. I'm the CEO of BeAngels. We're Belgium's largest business angel club, and we are very fortunate to have some dragons in our angel
Just
group.
forgot to present. I'm a CFO of Odoo. Sorry.
Yes. True. Who are you, Alessandro?
Exactly.
Yeah. So we have dragons in our angel club, and I'm going to ask them, but they're very nice dragons. I'm going to ask them to introduce themselves very shortly so you know to whom the startups will be pitching. So let's start with you, François.
Yes, good morning everyone. My name is François Torche. I'm the co-founder of CluePoints. It's a company that is focusing on clinical trials. We help pharma companies running clinical trials. I've been the CEO of the company for 10 years. I've been the CPTO for 2 years, and I sold the business last year to EQT, which is a rather large private equity fund. Since then, I'm still active at CluePoints, more in the advisory role and R&D. And the rest of the time, I spend listening to pitches like this and investing in companies as a business angel and supporting also young entrepreneurs in their journey.
Thank you, François. Yves.
Hello, everyone. You hear me?
Yes.
Is it working?
I think you all hear.
You hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. So I'm Yves Collinet. I've been business angel for something like 10 years now, member of BeAngel. I have a journey in the tech sector. Mostly on data, coming from business intelligence to cloud and AI, and I sold my company some years ago to a big consulting group in France, where I've been engaged as a innovation manager. I left this position end of June, and I'm now concentrating exclusively on startups investment and coaching and helping startups to accelerate.
Excellent choice, Yves. Thank you. Eric?
Hello everyone, I'm Eric Lawrence. I've been working at P&G for almost 8 years, just across from here in Strombeek-Bever, and now I'm responsible for Ecovert in the France Benelux. It's a green household products company, and next to that I'm with the BeAngels group. I invest on a personal title, but also with the Next group, which is a sort of a syndicate that has 3 different chapters where I am together with Wim, part of that group and actively investing.
Thank you. Wim?
Yes, hi, I'm Wim Bijns. I've been most of my life in technology also. Last 17 years for the Barco Group, at the entertainment division, been leading that. So technology and entertainment is a little bit the crossroads I'm in. I stepped out of that a year ago and then decided to start investing in companies, which I've been doing. And so I'm investing in technology companies, in audio and just relation in the studio and things like that, recording studios, but things which are in the entertainment, but primarily things which can scale. So I'm interested in businesses who can scale internationally. That's what I'm looking really for. So,
great.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Let's give them a round of applause. It's a good stuff to be investing in startups. Okay, now we're going to start. Alessandro laid out the rules of the game, so 5 minutes to pitch.
Can we start? Can we kick off?
We can kick off. We're going to kick off with Noah and Dennis, who's going to talk to us about his solution to identify where AI can deliver most impact in companies. So Dennis, the floor is yours.
3, 2, 1, go.
Thank you. Well, who hasn't had that feeling? Knowing they should be doing more with AI, but don't exactly know what. I personally have that almost every single day. And within organizations, it's a little bit the same thing. It's FOMO. But however, most of you might have seen the study of MIT a couple of weeks ago that 95% of AI projects still fail. Well, that is the case also for my personal AI projects, trying to answer my emails. It doesn't work. In companies, it's the same thing. So if you're one of the persons that is responsible of AI in your organization, you have a lot of pressure, and we actually help you solve that problem. Because at a certain point, probably management will have come to you and said, hey guys, what are we doing with AI? Can we say something to our shareholders, to our clients, etc.? It's a big responsibility, and typically then what happens is you try to look for opportunities within your organizations. You look for maybe some internal champions, and you maybe push down a solution that was from top down, pushed from the management that maybe had a great idea, but that doesn't really work. On the other hand, maybe you know the solution already, you know the problem already, but you're looking for solutions, and you have millions of AI tools. I mean, look at Odoo experience just here. And really understanding what AI tools work for you is a really tough job today across all the hype here. And what do we actually deliver? We promise and deliver that actually we can give you the most impactful AI use cases in a day and not in months, 3 months, 6 months time. How do we do that, of course? That's the main question then. Let's say our client uses our product. We're not a service, to be very clear. We're a product that can deliver it in a day, and we do that first of all that we have developed an AI interviewer. It's a conversational AI. This allows us to interview 15, 20, 100 people in 15 minutes time. This allows us to give great context about your organization, your team, the processes they work on, their frustrations. And for example, for one of our clients, their sales team, 40% of their time, they were waiting for sales approvals. So yeah, that amounts to a lot of waiting time and a lot of cost. So we identified that in just a single morning. On the other hand, what we then did is that our insights, our database then spots, okay, what similar companies of our clients have the same issue. There's loads of information online. We have a database of thousands and thousands of AI use cases that we then match, and this way we can actually deliver business cases to the clients in the afternoon after the morning interviews. So for example, we have delivered them 5 business cases with approximately 500K savings in a single day. So we deliver those insights, we deliver those recommendations. That's what we do. Let's make it very, very concrete. It's just a screenshot from one of our platforms, and you see the sales process that we just highlighted in the previous slide. Yeah, it's a monthly value of 18K. It would save around 25 hours a week. You see some quotes on the left from your sales managers that are annoyed. And on the right, you have examples from the market. For us, that's really important to show you that we're not inventing stuff. Like, there are loads of problems in the market that have already been solved. Let's not try to reinvent the wheel. We can find you and connect you with then partners that can actually build those solutions. So our product is live. It's being used. We've tested it since March, April, a couple of times in numerous different clients. And we're live with paying customers in 3 different clients. One large pharmaceutical company in Belgium that unfortunately I cannot mention, but you probably can guess who it is. Some of the partners that we also work with. So who are we? Obviously, I'm the commercial responsible, but we have Tom and Cesar. Cesar is our AI guru who codes all the stuff, and Tom has been a person responsible for our architecture and security. So what are we looking for? We launched in April, and approximately for early 2026, we're looking for some funding, especially from business angels or VCs. The goal is really to go international, to go and expand the platform, to become the world's go-to platform for matching the business problems you probably didn't know in your organizations with solutions in the market that are actually working for you. Thanks a lot. I will be having a booth tomorrow. You can plan a meeting directly with me, that would be great, or just send me an email, that's also amazing.
Thanks, Dennis. Yes. Okay. Time for questions. Who would like to go first? Wim.
Yeah, so a little bit on the numbers, if I may. So can you say a little bit on where you are on the numbers there? So you have already business today. So what is do you have recurring business, or is it project business? What is the type of model you have?
So it's recurring business. Right now, from the 3 clients we have approximately 10,000 euros of recurring business. And to give you maybe also the answer on the business model that we have, is that we charge a platform fee of around 3K a year. And then we charge based on credits, and credits are basically interviews. So you pay the one-time fee in the beginning, and you get a couple of free credits for that. And then after that, let's say you've used up your free credits, you buy extra credits for extra interviews, and that's how we scale across the organization, obviously, in departments.
And the typical project costs how much for a customer?
A typical project can start from 3K. Yeah.
But interviews, you mean interviews for to enrich an existing issue that you're trying to fix, or every time you run interviews, it's for a new problem?
Typically how we work is that we work department by department. So our ICPs, let's say the innovation team of a client of ours, and they say, look, we want to spot those opportunities within the department, and they select 5 to 10 people to interview. And those interviews are really to understand what the employees are working on, the processes they're having, not necessarily an assumption that the management might have. No, we start from scratch, and that's why it's also bottom up, to really listen to your employees, and from there on build those business cases, which have a much higher success rate of implementation.
Can we say you disrupt the big 5?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I hope. No, yes.
Well, that was my thinking process, and I have so many questions that it's going to be difficult for you. So I'm just going to give you the hints for you and the others about the kind of questions that we would be asking as business angels. Databases, IP. Do you have an IP on this?
Mm-hmm.
2, pricing. We covered that. 3, target. Who are your typical targets? Mid-sized companies, large companies, more than probably small-sized companies. But correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And last but not least, exit strategy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Eric, I don't think you'll have time to answer everything. I think
Yeah,
we
no,
still
so
have
one more
take some
question maybe.
notes.
The 2 minutes.
Maybe
1
in-
minute to
What
go.
are you going to use the 400K for, and what is your burn today?
So the goal and the objective is to go international, and it's really we have a couple of technical challenges ahead, which I share very openly, is for example the fact some solutions that we have in our database today are good today, but maybe not in 6 months' time. So we need to have a way to assess AI tools consistently, accurately, and objectively. That's the promise that we give. So we have some technical challenges ahead where really good, powerful AI developers are necessary. And we want to go fast, so that means also scaling our sales and commercial activities.
And your burn today?
Excuse me?
Your burn today, how much do you spend today?
It's almost 0 to none, because we're just the 3 of us, founders with no salary. So it's very lean and mean today.
Okay. Any last question? Alessandro, do you have a question?
If you can explain to a 5-year kid your product, how are you going to explain? 5-year kids.
If they want to use AI, because they've heard about it in the class from their parents, etc., we give them a book with bande dessinée, with Mickey Mouse, that explains them how they can actually use AI in their toys to maybe not eat the food they don't want at night. I don't know, stuff like that.
Okay.
That's what we deliver.
Thank you.
Okay, should we ask the question? So guys, would you like to see Noah pitching at a BeAngels event to know more about potentially investing in Dennis? Okay, well, majority is yes, well done. Very well. Thank you. Should we move to the second company?
Second
so we're going to welcome Marco and Margot. That's tricky, guys. From eBloom. And we're moving from operational efficiency to HR tech. They're going to tell us how their solution helps to measure, engage, and develop talent with data. So come on, round of applause for eBloom. Thank you.
Okay?
Yes. Okay, Margot and Marco, the floor is yours for eBloom. Thank you for joining us.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
So good morning everyone, we are Margot and Marco, co-founders of eBloom, and we are here today because we strongly believe that the future of work isn't just about productivity, it's about people.
5 years ago, while still students, we discovered a striking truth. Only 1 in 10 people feel engaged at work. Imagine, you're 22 years old and you realize that you only have a 10% chance to feel engaged in your future job. Would you sign for it? For the next 40 years? We didn't, and we built eBloom to change those odds.
Employee engagement isn't just a buzzword, it's a necessity. With 80% of Belgian companies struggling to recruit, record level of resignations, and 500,000 Belgians in long-term sick leave, organizations face the massive cost of disengagement. eBloom is there to tackle these issues.
Here is the hopeful part. When companies invest in engagement at work, turnover can drop by up to 43% and absenteeism by over 80%. And that is eBloom's mission.
To truly deliver this, leadership must evolve to sustain well-being and new expectations. This shift relies on 4 pillars: caring leadership, participative spirit, feedback culture, and talent development.
eBloom is a next-gen leader tool. We provide a tool suite that enables any company to invest in what truly drives sustainable engagement today. Caring leadership. Leaders and HR get real-time insights in order to take data-driven strategic decisions.
Feedback culture, we connect managers to their team feelings anonymously and frequently so they can adapt their action accordingly.
Participative spirit, people can share ideas and contribute to improvement in the company on eBloom.
And last but not least, talent development. We simplify and automate all processes around talent development by skill assessment, clear goals, and training plans.
Today, more than 5,000 people share their voice on eBloom, and we've collected more than 300,000 feelings on our platform.
And yes, collecting data is good, but you know what's even better? It's transforming it into tangible and impactful actions. At eBloom, we supercharge this process by investing in AI to support our client into taking impactful actions. The results? Exceptional satisfactions proven by a high retention rate.
Our many clients, no matter the different type of industry, are testifying of the impact on their company. eBloom, unlike traditional system, truly lives in company's culture and is part of the daily habits. Some clients even called us their virtual coffee machine.
Since our start 5 years ago, we successfully managed to double our annual recurrent revenue every year. And in addition of being highly scalable, we already could prove the profitability of our business.
Behind eBloom is a passionate team with the needed expertise, and also we are supported by an amazing set of advisors always there to guide us in our strategic decision and operational challenges.
And now with the right investments and backed up by a 500K fundraising, hopefully with you by our sides, our ambition is to maintain our growth pace and achieve 2.5 million annual recurring revenue by the end of 2027.
The good news is the HR tech industry is booming, and the engagement employee software alone will quadruple in the next decade. Our target company represents almost 80,000 companies in Europe, and with this massive potential market, the high retention rate we have, and already 2 million potential annual recurrent revenue in our pipe, we are confident that eBloom will reach its ambition.
In order to accelerate our growth and maximize our impact, we aim to invest in 3 critical areas: IT and AI, sales and marketing, and client success.
So after 5 amazing years of passion, we are more motivated than ever to shape the next generation of leadership and corporate culture. Today, we have the vision, the team, and the impact to that. Now we need you. So if you believe in a more engaging future of work, you already believe in eBloom, because with eBloom, the company of the future already starts today. Let's scale this impact together. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, well done. Thank you very much. questions, Eric?
Contracts. How long are the contracts that you currently have for lead times with the customers?
It's annual engagements, so 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years.
Okay.
So, coming out of the corporate world, I think this is 100% something which is needed, right? So there's a huge market for what you promising or what you're addressing. So I like that very much. Question I would have is, what do you do special in order to, what makes you unique and how sustainable it is, right? Is there something on the technology? Is there something on methodology or whatever you use that makes you sustainable, that you can stay, ahead of the rest? How do you address that?
Well, we have two sectors where we are competitive advantage. We have competitive advantage. The first is the beta AI feature we are launching now. We saw that the competitor we have doesn't put AI on their website or on their product at the time being. So we would like to be like the first in the HR tech engagement industry to put AI to give recommendation, to give summary, analyze data, and go a step further in the action-taking recommendation. And the second thing is our client community. We really create all a community. We are really close to our clients. We host events on common challenges for our clients. We do, I don't know.
Yeah, we support them to really go from data to action, and that sets us apart. Also because we are in markets of companies are looking for less tools to do more, and that's why we developed the whole talent development part in order to have one centralized tool that does anything that the doesn't do.
Hello. First of all, great universe. I like the graphical things you use. But my question is about: are you a HR tool or are you a transformation tool?
I would say transformation tool. We are in the HR tech industry, but we are really used by. It's a managerial tool actually in companies. We are part of the culture.
The persona is the managers or the HR?
Both.
Both. Okay.
Both use the tool on the daily basis. Yeah. It's a managerial tool.
Are you helping companies and managers to define objectives? Like, are you trying to introduce more an objective-oriented management system, or how does it work?
There is in the talent development we help companies to set goals in the company to organize the KPIs and goal setting, but in the engagement part it's more like we know their challenges and we will help them on the whole project to reach their goals.
So I try not to say the word, but I'm going to say the word. Are you an OKR company? Are you running a software that is helping companies to run in an OKR strategy or not?
Yes, on the talent development module. But
on the talent module, okay.
That's just one of our modules.
On the numbers, I see that you have 21 people to go to 2.5 million turnover. Is that not a bit heavy for a SaaS company?
I mean, for the recruits, we are looking for.
You
in
said
3
21 people, and you're going in 2027 to 2.5 million turnover. Then 21 people to drive 2.5 million turnover is quite a lot, no?
It's recurring revenue, right? Or
It's
recurring revenue.
Yeah, it's recurring revenue. Yeah, but
in our numbers it's match, so it doesn't seem too heavy. But of course, if we feel that it's too many people for the revenue we have, we will just get less people than we
that
we
would
thought.
be even better.
Yeah, but of course we are a SaaS business, so people are almost the only cost we really have. Payroll is almost the only cost.
But
we have, so
those 20 people are for operational things?
Yeah.
Define operations.
Well,
development.
Yeah, IT development.
Software development is not operations. It's not about delivering the service. It's not about helping a company to implement. So you might need 20 people. I guess the point, Laurent's, the point is, Eric's point, sorry. 20 people for 2 million doesn't mean 40 people for 4 million.
No, because it's scalable.
Hopefully.
No, but we need to reach this. We need to develop some. We need a massive development.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe last question for me: what is your target customer? What is the size of companies, and how do you see that?
The target is companies between 100 and 300 people. it's like big SMEs when there's this. The key challenges we are tackle is less proximity. So companies that really are growing and starting at 100 employees, it's going to be challenging to keep this proximity with people, but it's still human size. Like they can change the corporate culture and take initiatives.
And you're not targeting bigger companies for what reason, or?
It's not our primary focus, but we work with them, surely. It's just, it's more fully customized solution they need. Here it's more like a SaaS it's one solution fits many needs at a time, so that's why we focus on SMEs. They are less equipped today.
What is...
Okay, we're going to have to stop there, sorry, to keep the timing. Okay, drum roll for the questions. So guys, what do you think? Should we help eBloom to finalize their role in their round of investments by inviting them to our BeAngels event and help you to learn more about their solution? Come on. Oh, that's a half-half. So I guess it's a yes. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Third one.
Okay, so the next one, we're going to have to welcome Romain. He's already on stage, and he's going to introduce us to Workait. He's bringing a workplace 24/7 of autonomous AI workers created by real experts doing real jobs like teammates. So he's basically cloning consulting skills. And I'm sure you now want to know more about Romain's startup. Let's give him a round of applause, please. Thank you. Everybody needs encouragement. Okay, Romain, you ready?
Ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Hi, everyone. So I'm Romain from Workait. So indeed, we allow any expert to create a digital version of themselves, a digital twin that we call AI worker that work 24/7 for companies in a secure workspace. So the problem we are tackling, so first, companies, 70% of them are struggling to find skilled talent. The average employee, so probably you, are spending 60% of their time on repetitive tasks. So yes, there's some AI solution for fixing that, but they are usually super complex to understand and a bit geeky, to be honest. So this is why we are going with a very simple solution for everyone, a workplace for creating, hiring, and collaborating with those AI workers. So digital version of experts that work autonomously and provide expert level job 24/7. So that means that for your company, you are saving time, cutting costs, and scaling expertise. So let's meet Paul. He's a growth marketer, he's freelancer, he's fully booked, he's got only 24 hours in his day, right? So he really wish he can clone himself. So you know what? Thanks to Workait, no, he can. So we developed what we call the Expert Studio that allow any expert to transfer and explain his own playbook, his own way of doing his job. It's simple as a conversation. We are the only one doing that. Happy to make a demo after the pitch. So thanks to that, Paul gets an AI worker, which is ready to tackle entire job 24/7 for him. So Paul is getting 80% of the revenue, and we are taking 20% of every revenue generated by the AI worker. This is our business model, right? So thanks to that, Paul is tackling much more clients and is really focused on what he loves in his job. Talking about clients, let's meet Lisa now. So Lisa, she's a SaaS startupper. She's a bit overloaded, as you can see. So she goes on Workait, and she goes on the marketplace, browsing some AI worker, and boom, in one click, she's hiring a growth manager. So this is Paul AI worker for a fraction of a cost. And she can even extend her team with an AI worker doing data analyst, HR specialist, customer support as well. They are all collaborating in what we call a workspace, where you've got the AI worker and the teammate that collaborate. She can even call AI workers if she wants. So our solution, as you can see, we've got the experts. They are creating those AI workers to make money, right? On the other hand, you've got the clients, so Lisa, the companies saving money by hiring them, encapsulating the expertise of the expert in the middle. So we are really putting human back at the middle of AI. This is really different from most of the AI projects that you may know that are more in the idea of replacing workers by AI, right? And our business model really shows that. Our AI workers, they do marketing analysis, data scientists, customer support, project management. They are providing deliverables. They can make calls. They can enter a J sheet. All that 24/7. And this is a proprietary tech that we did, more than 2 years of R&D. Happy to talk about that later. We've got the Expert Studio for creating the AI worker, simple as a conversation, the marketplace for hiring an AI worker, and the workplace for collaborating with them. As you can see, with our offer, we are really creating a new category. So the incumbents, that's TopTal, Malt, Upwork, you know, the freelancer type of markets. On the autonomy scale, we are going much further with our tech rather than Agent GPT or Chat GPT because our tech allow a full job delegation. So AI workers, they are completely independent on one job. This is the big breakthrough, right? And we are doing like Airbnb, we are making the expertise a freed thing that people can exchange. The market is huge. We are focusing on white collar type of job first and companies that are really AI ready. So our GTM strategy, pretty simple. First, creating the inventory of experts. We are working on that. Second, finding startups and SMEs. This is our target and core audience. That being said, we've got big groups super interested with us. PwC, they love our Expert Studio. Manpower Group as well, working with them. Our core team, this is not our first rodeo. I've created a game studio for 10 years. Loic, he exited a marketplace in Asia, and we developed a lot of projects with the team based on AI. We are preparing our seed round, and for that we've got 400K for business angel, already 60K committed, included people from Belgium, and hopefully some people in the room for that, and I'm done. Thanks very much.
Well done, Romain. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you so much. Guys, what are your questions?
Yeah, just for me to understand, so there's still a physical person here, right? You say an AI person, you say an AI expert. What is, so that's a physical person which his capabilities have been exploited? How do I see that? Just for me, trying to understand.
Yeah, this is the big difference, right? So an expert with his own expertise is creating the AI worker. And then the AI worker autonomously will work based on the expertise that have been done. That being said, we've got a loop, so the experts on the dashboard can check what the worker is doing, and on the opposite side as well, the user can interact. What is really interesting is we are not pretending that we are expert in all subjects in the world, right? So experts are doing that, right? So comparing to most of the agentic startups that you see that say, you know, they are expert in 10 jobs and they are doing, you know, agentic system for that. This is not our plan.
And that persona that is being created,
yes,
you are reselling it again to other people, right, or not?
Yes. So the expert is getting 80% of the revenue, right? And then this is why we said this is a tool for scaling expertise, because indeed the AI worker, he can work with 1 client, 10 clients, 100 clients if he's successful. So for Paul in the beginning, he was already fully booked, right? But he was able to speak maybe 2 languages or 3 if he lives in Belgium, but that's it, right? With his AI worker, he can tackle a worldwide market for sure, and working 24/7, you know, because the AI worker is working every day.
And how do you define the revenue that they are creating? So that 80-20 split, how is that defined?
So the split, this is at the core of our business. That being said, it's a marketplace, so the expert is deciding the price. You know, this is why it's a time for doing that. The expert is choosing his price. Like, you know, when you go on Malt, you're choosing the price of your expertise, Malt or Upwork, right? This is the same thing with an AI worker. So obviously, if you're too expensive, nobody will buy you, you know, depending on your expertise.
Where are you today? How many profiles do you have?
Yes.
Digital profile do you have, and which type of let's say functions do you have in digital twin?
Yes. So we are right now in beta. So we've got 35 AI workers right now, and this is mostly, you know, really knowledge-based type of job that really your knowledge is used for creating usually documents or replying to emails. So in type of job, that's a lot of marketing for sure, a lot of customers, or even so we've got VCs super interested in what we do. So we are creating a VC analyst, that scan the pitch and say this one is good, this one maybe you shouldn't, So starting to do the VC analyst job.
Which one is the most used so far?
We've got a lot of traction on VC analysts because there are a lot of funds that want to filter.
It's not business in angel.
But I want to make sure I understand. So I come with a certain expertise.
Yes.
And that expertise, I have to train your system. I have to train
your
studio,
in the
expert studio.
Exactly. Yeah.
I have to train for everything I know. So I'm going to create in your RAG, CAG, or whatever you use. I'm going to give all my experience. And you're saying that after that, you're going to resell that to others.
So the experts will sell that to others. We are a platform. So we are
the expert. What do you mean the expert?
The person. So
me.
You're the expert. You're expert of something, right? Of plenty of stuff, right? So you're creating your AI workers. And then once it's on the platform, if users want to use your expertise through your AI worker, you will get 80% of the revenue. You get that? Yes, thanks. I love this. Wow, look at that. Yes.
AI agent.
Yeah, that's a good question. So the more time you
spend...
If
I want to create a CFO.
So
I
didn't mention that. We come from we come from the game industry, so this is super straightforward and really straight out. So you can spend just 1 minute for creating your AI worker. Obviously, it's going to be super basic. So the more time you
on
spend,
average, to get a good AI worker.
So for some simple job, you can spend even 15 minutes because right now we need to build the inventory. So
a simple job. When you're talking about simple job, is for instance what?
But the more complex the job is, obviously, the more time you spend on the expert studio, the better. So it will be from 1 hour to maybe a full day or even a week. The idea, the more time you spend,
the max is 1 week.
The idea is for you to be in the loop, so checking. So it could be even longer if you want. The idea, once you put your AI worker on the market, you see if it's work or not, and you can continue giving elements, right? So we want CFO on the platform. So please,
but
join your waiting list.
May I suggest that you change your pitch because I really misunderstood at the beginning. I thought that I have a need to duplicate myself to support my work. So I'm doing a work and I have limited time, and therefore I'm going to duplicate myself to help me in my work.
I understand.
And now that I understand, which is great.
I understand.
I'm in.
Okay. Yeah.
But now I understand that I'm going to train in your system myself so that others can rent me.
And you've got more clients. Exactly. Yes. So
okay.
the use case you said exists. Some people will do that in companies, but yes.
What will you do with the money?
We have a great team right now in terms of R&D, so we need to continue and pushing our beta. So we are creating the inventory of experts. So we are looking for super class people on all jobs. So it will be used for that and for people, right? For developing the
people.
Okay, drum roll.
So we have more and more people.
Drum roll.
Indeed.
It's very interesting.
We're
I would like to get the demo.
A bigger drum roll. I can't hear you. Are you awake? Is everybody awake? Okay.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
So let's ask the question. Guys, provided Romain improves a little bit his pitch, I think.
Exactly.
Would you like to see him at a BeAngels event to know more? Yeah, wow,
nice.
That is unanimous.
Thanks.
Well done.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Romain. Appreciate it.
Okay, thank you
one.
so much. Next on stage, we're going to welcome Bert from Boostifai. At a time of ChatGPT, he redefines SEO as search everywhere optimization. Thanks to his solution, he makes search engine optimization accessible. So let's hear his pitch in a minute. Ah, j'ai un nouveau...
Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah. This one is next, huh? Yeah.
Amazing.
How can we measure?
This is really amazing. I mean,
but is it?
For Boostifai. Is everybody tuned in? Are you ready? Yes?
Ready?
Everybody ready?
3, 2,
2,
1,
1,
go.
Hello, everybody. Hello, dragons. Hi, my name is Bert, and I love AI, especially when it makes me look younger and more smart. 20 years ago, I graduated as an application engineer with a passion for e-commerce. Throughout the years, I've built hundreds of websites, web shops, and apps. But in the end, the business owners had one big problem. So they had a great product, but they didn't have any sales, or they had a great website, but they didn't have any visitors. 12 years ago, I experienced the same pain when I launched my own web shop. So I had no other choice than deep dive into the world of online marketing, which was very time consuming and costly. And of course, as a business owner, you want to focus on your core business. You must imagine this as opening a physical store in the desert. And owning a business, I think, should be fun and rewarding and not be frustrating. So that's the point where I decided I need to build Boostifai. And Boostifai is a SaaS product to boost your online business with AI. So with Boostifai, we connect your website and we optimize your on-page SEO. We write blogs that drive traffic to your site. We generate backlinks to increase your domain authority. And we make sure your brand is mentioned in the LLMs. So this will give you credibility and trust, competitive advantage, and good to mention, SEO is the best for return on investment, better than social media or ads. So let's now talk about the elephant in the room. SEO is not dead. SEO is very interesting at the moment. Even Google is not bankrupt tomorrow. Google is turning into a conversational search engine. So the market is really growing, even with ChatGPT, Perplexity, all the opportunities, but also many challenges for all the business owners to keep up to speed, but this is a business that is really ready for AI and ready for automation. So you probably thinking, oh no, not another SEO tool, but we're very unique because we don't offer you a dashboard with analytics or statistics, or we don't give you a checklist to get working on your website, but we connect with your website in a unique way, and we make sure everything is in place, so we generate impact that in the end generates sales. So SEO is not search engine optimization, but search everywhere optimization. And we also see for marketers or marketing agencies that we give them the opportunity to offer new business opportunities if they don't have the skills in their team. So let's show my A team, and the A stands for amazing. A very small team, but all very clever people, good at what they do. Some people left Salesforce for Boostifai, which made me very happy. Some people working at CGK C-level, and they're all data-minded AI experts. So the offshore team are the people who built the websites 20 years ago, so it has a very strong foundation. What we have is a subscription model for the two unique client profiles, the small business owners and the agencies. Here you can see some LTV and CAC statistics, and we have a sales machine to generate the leads coming in the sales calls, so it's really a numbers game that we really master right now. So we have proven traction. We have more than 100 happy clients at the moment. We reached the 10K MRR point after 1 year of sales, and we did it all bootstrapped, and we grow organically 10% per month. So what we ask is 200K in equity, because the proven system that works today is only applied in Belgium and the Netherlands. So we want to scale. The tool is ready to scale. We have a client in Dubai, we have one in Sweden. So we're ready to scale. We want to go for 500 plus agencies within 18 months. And with the proven traction, with the CAC LTV ratio, I think it's a solid investment opportunity. So we want to become the leading autonomous AI platform globally. That's it. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Bert.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Let's move to the questions. Dragons.
Perhaps one question on You don't hear me? Okay. One question on the more what you do for LLMs. Do you generate content for LLMs? Because it's not as okay.
Yeah. So my LinkedIn feed is exploding with people showing you if you are visible or not, but that doesn't help a business, of course. So we generate structured articles. We answer we answer the questions that are asked for a lot, and we give them the structure so they are picked up in the end.
So it means your agent, if I engage your agent, will generate content for my brand, for my company.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, thank you.
So what do I get for the 300K?
What do you get?
Yeah, you say 300,000 investment, right, for equity?
Yeah.
What do I get for that? How much percent? Or?
This is just the first date. So let's start with a small kiss on the cheek. Let's have a free lunch afterwards, and we can discuss, of course.
Let's go to the valorization. What is the valorization you want?
It sounds like the same question.
Yeah. I'm lucky my headset is not working correctly. We can discuss, we're very flexible.
Can you maybe elaborate a tiny bit on how you're protecting this in terms of IP?
So although it's a very unique software, a SaaS software, we have a trademark for the brand, but for the software, it's difficult, I think, yeah.
Do you have already idea about the exit strategy you could have with such a business?
Yeah, so I really honestly believe if we can do the same what we do in Belgium globally, we can scale really fast, and I think we can reach 10 million in 3 years.
But the question was the exit you see at the end of the
Who are you selling the business to?
Who will acquire it?
I don't know yet, but I think we are at the right place here, no? So a big IT company probably, or
You're saying a big IT company?
Yeah, possible.
Why?
Or a big agency, or Okay. Yeah, so we see as an ideal client, the agencies are much more important because they have a portfolio of many websites. They know the game of SEO. So if they start using the tool, there's a small learning curve. Then the sky is the limit. They scale very fast. They don't need extra people in house. They don't need to hire developers. So that's what now is the issue in most agencies. So
Client do you have at the moment?
At the moment, we crossed more than 100 happy clients.
No churn?
The churn is very, very well because we switched from the small business owners, like the drop shippers, who are looking for a quick win. It's not a quick win. I mean, if you cannot pay 250 euros a month marketing budget, you will not survive, and we will not do magic. But if you want to invest in the tool and use the tool and give it some time, and then the agencies they scale very fast.
So churn is zero?
Zero. No, it's at the moment we dropped from 10 to 5%, I think.
And why? Why the churn? Why?
Why? Because now the ideal client is more clear. If we have an agencies with 50 websites and one is not performing well due to circumstances, they will not drop out.
Yep.
But if that one drop shipper is not seeing the increase, then he will stop, and that's not good for the churn.
Question? That was the same question.
So,
okay.
Who are your competitors?
Good question. I mean, I think some SEO agencies will think we're competing with them because some of them use their own way of working and they are not open to it. But that's the only thing. Yeah?
But it's marketing agencies, I guess, right? Your competitors are marketing agencies, right?
Yeah. But also they are also our ideal client.
I fully I understand.
Yeah, so
but they're both, right?
Both.
But they have to do that job. Is my point.
Yeah.
Why do you need money?
Why do I need money? Yeah, I mean, if we can go on bootstrap like we do, then I keep investing the money again and again, and we grow, and it will work. But if we really want to go fast and really want to duplicate the sales team and the machine that we have in Europe, in the States, yeah, then I will probably need money. Yeah.
Who's going to lead the business?
Yeah, good question. Yeah, me. Who's leading the business? Leading, yeah.
Okay.
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 Thank you so much. Wait, drum roll. So guys, the drum roll is like this, huh? Okay. So drum roll. Dragons, would you
Please.
like to know more and invite Boostifai to pitch at a BeAngels event to dive into?
No.
Oh. But don't worry, we'll work together to improve your
Okay.
value and investment opportunity proposition so you can come back and
All right.
convince them.
I cry now in the corner.
Okay, no, let's give him a round of
Thank
applause.
you. Claire, I know that we are running out of time, but I have a question. Why you want to get more information?
Yes, what
Why?
can Bert do to...
Would be interesting for people to understand
Yes.
your way of thinking as an investor.
So first reason is I'm not investing in that kind of sector. So it's first the sector. I'm not an expert, and I don't feel like I would be supporting you in the right way as a business angel. So that's the first reason. Second reason, you don't have any exit strategy. And I don't like when there is no exit strategy from you need to have a strategy. It doesn't mean that it will be what will happen. So there might be a change, but when you start a business, you should start thinking about who are the potential people that might be interested about making the acquisition.
Yeah.
So these two reasons, and also the growth of revenues with the 10K MRR is not the kind of business I'm interested in.
On my side, exit strategy as well was my question for you.
Okay.
And the second part is that I don't think business angeling will be the solution for you. I think you are better as a department in a big consultancy company.
Okay.
And for me, the element is that apart from the strategic element, that it needs to be much more thought through. Plus, you not knowing if you're going to lead the company, for me, that's directly a no.
Okay.
Yeah, for me slightly, I wanted to judge what I would say yes or no, by the way, because it is my sector, by the way, it is what I'm active in. I think you get an angle, but I think there's some basic questions you didn't give a strong, answer to, right? And and I think it's a little bit in line. That scares away an investor, by the way.
Okay.
But I think that you being part of, and I think it's maybe, like we said, being part of a bigger organization, if that's of an interest, then I think I'm happy to talk. But I think as a standalone thing, I'm not sure. So that was what I was saying. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you guys
Thank you.
for the advice.
Thanks
Thank you,
for the
Bert.
advice.
Thank you for joining us.
We have the last one.
Okay, last but not least, we're going to welcome Bert as well. And he's going to introduce us to Beam, a solution that enables creators and other experts to monetize their knowledge directly through a personal page. Well, totally good. So we'll know more in a minute once he's set up. Are we ready?
Are you ready?
Okay,
3, 2, 1, go.
let's go.
Okay, meet Stefan Bellion. He's one of the customer experience experts in Belgium, but also beyond. He's really on a stage the whole time, anywhere in the world. But his biggest stage is actually online, right? It's on LinkedIn. He has more than 60,000 followers on LinkedIn. Just think about it. It's like main stage Tomorrowland, and he's performing there multiple times on a weekly basis just to gain mind share, because actually the monetization still happens offline. That's its main revenue model, right? It's keynotes, consultancy, and so on. But start thinking about it. It's like saying a top DJ on Tomorrowland can only make money when he's being booked for a private wedding. Doesn't make any sense, right? And that's all because actually LinkedIn doesn't allow him to charge for anything. Not even a single PDF, not a framework, nothing. And yes, Steven is not alone. There's 100 million knowledge creators on LinkedIn. So I'm talking typical coaches, freelancers, trainers, and so on, that are trying to turn this online attention into offline income. And the thing is, they don't have any platform to do so. So yes, there are other monetization tools out there. There's, for example, Patreon, but that's for musicians. There's Twitch, you all know this, for streamers. And yes, of course, there's OnlyFans for, you know, the more creative work. But just look at those numbers. These are the actual payouts being paid in income to those creators. None of them were built for thought leaders. That's why we're building Beam. We're turning insights into income. And that's Xavier and I. So I'm Bert. I launched Twitter in 2014 in Belgium. So we've been in the creator economy for over a decade now. And together with Xavier, we built and scaled two creator platforms, one for production, one for marketing, and we exited them to Telenet in 2019. That's not to say that all of the lessons that we learned during that journey will be now applicable to Beam, of course, but we know the challenges ahead of us and we know how to solve them. So let me quickly show you how Beam works. So there's Steven, he's doing his thing, what he's best at, online either or on stage, and he's just sharing valuable insights. From there, we're going to capture all of these leads through LinkedIn, and we're going to hand them to Steven, and then the audience can actually really frictionlessly book a one-on-one with him, maybe buy an ebook or a framework and so on. So we're removing all of this friction, building the infrastructure for any thought leader to frictionlessly start scaling his income. So let me go back to this. So real quickly, we know, of course, it's not easy to move these audiences from one place to another. But the first tests we've done are really promising. So we did one in June with Steven at Work Smarter with Team Leader. Over 500 people in the room, and we converted more than 200 of them. So that's just how to show how you can really convert with one simple click people into income. So how are we going to make money as a company? First of all, the creators can bring in their audiences for free. But then we'll help them convert into clients and make sure that they can do this in a very frictionless way. We'll charge them 15%, so 15% in platform fees, but also a monthly subscription for the pro tools, email marketing and so on. So we're kicking off in Belgium, smaller market of course, and from there we'll take it to the UK and to the US, bigger markets where we can unlock volume at scale. We'll do this by focusing on two levers. The first one is just helping Beamers bring in Beamers so they can grow their and incentivize them financially, but also we'll sign top tier creators to make sure they can bring in their followers from LinkedIn, for example, and we'll move thousands of followers overnight. So our ask is we're raising now 600K, half of it is already committed, called for and deployed. The MVP is out there, we're building and learning a lot and getting a lot of feedback. We're doing this in a capital efficient way, 35K monthly burn, but building a very high margin product. And the additional 300K will be used to expand internationally and take us to full product. Follow the smart money, some leaders already from Colibra, Lighthouse, and other smart people. Thank you.
Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you, Bert. Okay, guys, questions?
Yeah, I'm still trying to understand exactly what Beam is doing, if I may ask, right? So I'm Steven right now. So what's my gain with what you're trying to suggest here?
You as being you?
Yes.
We're going to help you make money. The idea is we monetize you.
Right.
We provide you with the tools that today would be like a pain of saying someone is asking you for advice through LinkedIn, for example, sending you a DM. Your time is limited as well. You want to maybe charge them and say, okay, I want to help you, but we don't know each other. I'm going to charge you, whatever, 500 euro for an hour. And then we give you the real simple infrastructure with a scheduling tool, VAT, invoices, everything is included. So people can start paying you for advice, actually, in a real simple way.
And what is your economical model? You Beam, how do you get paid?
So we take 15% of every transaction, which is very similar to other monetization tools. And the Pro Tools will be like an upgrade if you want to use our email marketing dashboard and you know, the real upgrades.
So you're saying that on LinkedIn I cannot make money?
No.
I use LinkedIn as a way to write articles and so on, and then I put a reference in my LinkedIn post to my Beam account, so that if you want to know more, please click here.
Exactly.
And that is allowed by LinkedIn.
Yeah, it's just a simple link, and we're actually integrating through their API. So we're a partner of LinkedIn, where we want to be the default link in bio. You've seen this on another, where they drive traffic towards their, you know, different websites and stuff like that. But we want to be the payment trails that LinkedIn is not providing today.
What's in it for them?
For them, it's nothing. For LinkedIn, you mean?
Yes.
There's nothing in there for them?
Must be something in it for them.
The idea is, of course, that people keep growing their LinkedIn accounts, and the more, there's like a positive loop in there, right?
Yeah, but as you probably better know than me, but when you put a link to going outside of LinkedIn in a post, your post is completely downgraded by the LinkedIn algorithm. How do you manage that?
So first of all, that's why the link in bio is going to be important. That's never punished in any way. So it's seen on every profile, right? So the algorithm doesn't punish link in bios. So it's like more or less like a subtitle of your profile. And secondly, of course, there's tactics, but that's with anything. And so you can do first linking comments, stuff like that. So it's about being smart on LinkedIn.
I wanted to make a joke first. I want to say that you're very brave, because you didn't use AI once time in your old pitch, which is very uncommon these days. So well done.
Thank you.
Just for question of semantics, what is a lead?
What is
a lead?
You said that's a good point. So you said converting 500 people to 200 leads.
Yeah.
And you mentioned something about a correct LinkedIn link.
Yeah.
It to LinkedIn.
Yeah.
To convert leads. What are those leads?
So when people, for example, they're in an audience, I could put a QR code on here from Beam. People can download the slides or bonus material or what have you. They also have to register on the platform. And they do this through LinkedIn. So we verify those people, so it are qualified leads. And then on the dashboard, the creator or the keynote speaker gets the list of everybody that downloaded his slides or that wants to connect him, etc. Yeah.
You had 100k creators and 150 thought leaders on the waiting list. What's the difference between the creators and the thought leaders then?
There are none. The 100k were the big ambition where we want to go to.
So how much do you have today?
150, but only in Belgium.
150 in Belgium. Okay.
We just started off, so we went live in June.
And how much revenue do you generate today?
Pre-revenue.
Nothing yet.
No, the real monetization features are going live in 2 weeks.
Thank you.
Drum roll. Okay, guys, would you like to know more about Beam and from Bert? Okay, that's also 50-50. Well done, Bert.
Thank you.
Maybe we didn't do that for you guys, but very quickly, one word about what can Bert improve in his speech or his
Why you want to
investment
get more information?
proposition.
Improve. I don't know. I don't say the pitch is bad. For me, it's a little bit early kind of thing, right? I want to see more before I would say yes to this one. And I think that for me, seeing the direct link on how, let's say, if I'm Steven, right? I don't want to be necessarily billing my hours because then I'm still not scalable, right? So I don't see that being scalable. I want to be being in an audience of 500 people and bill 500 people, right? So I'm not sure yet that I see the light yet. But that's just me, right? That's what I said no to.
On my side, I would be shorter on the Steve Bellingham introduction, and I will go more defining what the thought leader is and how it works on LinkedIn, being more detailed on that, and less storytelling on Stephen Bellingham.
Yeah.
I didn't see any projection of revenues, and that's something I'm missing. I mean, if I don't see that right away, then I have to imagine those revenues. And when I imagine those revenues, I don't have a nice perspective.
Okay, I understand.
Okay.
Yeah, I said yes, so I'm interested.
So you said yes, Eric.
To explain
Okay.
myself.
Okay.
Shall we thank our dragons? They did the
Thank you very much.
Thank you
Thank
very
you
much
guys
to
for participating.
all the pictures as well.
And see you next year.
See you next year, Alessandro. Thank you guys for
Thank you
coming.
very much. Thank you.
See you next year.